I've drawn since I was big enough to pick up a pencil. I've always been artistic. Tattooing is very peaceful for me. I get into almost a meditative state whenever I'm tattooing. I get to be creative and really throw myself into a piece of art. Sometimes I don't even want to see my tattoos leave the door. I started my journey in tattooing when I was 19, and I approached a shop and asked for an apprenticeship, and I worked my ass off for about a year and a half apprenticing, and it was perfect because I was a completely free 19-year-old with everything to give to an apprenticeship, and I had nothing to lose. I was very iffy about going on to Ink Master because I really was afraid that I would not get along with anybody because it's a whole lot of fighting.
I'm taking you down.
Then come at me, Sir Vaughn.
I'm gonna come at you, guns blazing.
But us girls gravitated towards each other because we were tired of those dynamics in the house. They have been so supportive and fun to be around, and we all have a common goal. We want to put lady tattooers in a better light. Ink Master Angels is about us 4 women traveling the country and finding each city's top 3 artists. They compete against each other, and the winner of all the elimination tattoos chooses one of us girls to face off against. And if they can win, then they earn their spot on Ink Masters Season 10. These artists that we're finding are actually really surprising me. I love when we find tattooers that the world doesn't know about and they have this skill that you're like, why aren't you famous?
Melanie has really good drawing chops. She's coming out swinging. The composition is awesome.
I know. I did not expect any of this.
Yeah.
On Ink Master Angels, for the final tattoo where they face off one of us, the canvases that we're tattooing are people from that city that have experienced the same kind of hardship, and the tattoos that we're doing for them are really helping them kind of close that door and represent their battle. When a tattoo artist really hears the history and the story behind how meaningful a tattoo is, it almost gives us more of a priority to get the message forward in that piece of art. And it's very important that we find the best artist out of those 3 because these tattoos are important. I'm very straightforward and I'm very blunt, and I think people know that. So that comes forward in my critiques, but I'm also very goofy and silly, and I like to have fun, and it's important to keep the energy in a good place on set.
You mean you wouldn't want to put like a pretty flower on his butt?
I tried to talk him into it, but he didn't want to.
I'm really happy that on Ink Master Angels, I can just be myself. There's no more arguing and combative situations. It's me being exactly who I am around my best girlfriends, and I get to do positive things for each community, and there's great tattoos that come out of this. The viewers can expect to see a lot of the things that you see on Ink Master, like the artist really battling it out and trying to cut the other person down because, hey, this is a competition, but they're also going to learn a lot about each city and the styles that are really big there in tattooing. They're going to see some artists that you would consider to be the underdog blow your mind. It's going to be really, really cool to see.